but you're giving because you want to be seen. You want people to know, oh yes, I gave this, right? You're doing it for your own benefit. Then it is not. It because love is not done. Self-sacrifice should not be done with selfish intent.
Yeah, right.
Self-sacrifice should not be done with selfish intent. You may hurt others more than you helping if you do that. Yeah. So, like you said, agape love is more important than any spiritual gift, right? And so love brings us into a life-giving relationship to God and with others. And it's important for us to remember that love is essential. So as we get over into verse 4, we know that we've already established that the agape word is charity. You know, like sometimes people say, oh, I'm giving to charity. And I'm wondering if we should be saying I'm giving out of charity. Because I'm giving out of love, and I'm not giving, to charity. You're not giving to love; you're giving out of love. I'm just wondering how we came about with that.
I think they're referring to a place,
yes,
or organization when they saying I'm giving it to charity. But are you giving it out of your heart to the charity? What are your motives behind the giving? I go back and say that the self-sacrificing thing, if you're not doing it out of your heart and out of your spirit, out of your soul, then it is not good. It's not good. It helps those that receive it, but it's still not helping us if we have that wrong motive. They said life minus love equals zero. Love is truly indispensable. You said earlier, it's indispensable. So we have to have that love. We cannot sacrifice our bodies or whatever and think that we get. I'm thinking about these suicide bombers and stuff. They go on and they looking for a better life after they commit martyrdom. After they get married, you know what I'm saying? They do it in the name of love, but that's not love. This is what the Bible is trying to let us know. That's not love. If you're doing it the way the Bible is saying, then you'll be showing yourself standing and knowing that love is indispensable, that God's love means that we sacrifice out of ourselves, give of ourselves, out of our needs, out of our, out of our want, whatever we have, give out of ourselves to them to address whatever situation is going on within the body of Christ, and not just doing it just to be seen, heard, or whatever way you want to call it.
So I want to say this then, to add on to what you just said, that you give of self because you're focusing on the well-being of others, not the well-being of you in the giving. You don't want the attention on you,
right? But
you want to give because of the well-being of others. And love is not compatible with ill will.
No,
so if it's not compatible with ill will, then you wouldn't be giving because you have an ulterior motive that's going to be self. You're trying to puff up your own self. So when we think about verse 4, it says that charity suffers long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not. So Paul stepped in verses 1 through 3, this is where he was describing himself, and he was using himself as an example of the things that were happening in the church. If I give, but I'm doing it for false reasons, to make me look good, and so he transitioned from that to telling us what charity is or what love is. And so he starts off, he's saying that love endures with patience and serenity. Love is kind and thoughtful and is not jealous or envious. Love does not brag, endures patiently the errors and weaknesses, and even when people are mean to you, of others.
Exactly.
Because that's what love is. It is kind. It is long suffering.